There are full-scale wars going on in different parts of this country. In the southeast, the IPOB ESN is waging a full-scale war against the government of this country. And many local governments, many communities are deserted, schools are closed, hospitals are closed. In the same vein, in Niger, in Zamfara, in Plateau, in Kaduna, in Yobe, in Borno, we're only talking about Boko Haram. Boko Haram is just a tip of the iceberg. There's a full-scale war going on. And the blackmail of the Nigerian state by the Nigerian military is shameful. They said they do not have enough armament, and people listen to these false narratives. They are lying. They are liars. I repeat, they are liars, because I am a participant. I am a participant in this war. I fight on the side of the government of the Nigerian state, in Plateau, in Niger, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, and in Rivers State, and in Abuja. Today you are traveling to Kaduna on this road. It's not the army that made it possible to travel for you to travel to Abuja or travel to Kaduna, vice versa. It is my men, employed by the government of the Nigerian state, stationed in Niger. Today you go to Baga, you go to Chiroro, you go to Wase. We have lost so many men, and we do not use, in all this engagement, we don't even have 1% of the armament deployed by the Nigerian military. 1%.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result announced on March 1st, 2023. And that's why Bola Ahmed Tinubu was announced the winner of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission in controversial circumstances. And that result is being challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Court, from where it will end up at the Supreme Court. And many Nigerians are waiting for that, for the judiciary to tell them who won the election that was conducted on February 25, 2023. Why Nigerians wait? As what Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in on May 29, 2023, and he remains the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria until the Supreme Court says otherwise. Now, one of the fallouts of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's emergence as the president of Nigeria was the issue of security of Nigeria, especially when ex-militant leader Asari Dokubo visited the presidential villa in solidarity to the president. And he made so much allegations against the military. It was in that visitation to the presidency that Asari Dokubo first revealed that he has men who are fighting alongside Nigeria's military in all the insecurity points in Nigeria across the country. And he did claim in that visitation that even the relative peace we are having in the country, that it is his men that are doing it and not even the military. He did claim that Abuja Kaduna Road The reason why people can pass through there now is because of his men and not because of the military. That's besides the allegation he leveled against the military, that they constitute 99% of the oil bunkering in Niger Delta region. He said so many things. But the most important of all of the things he said that is relevant to this video is that he claimed that he was fighting alongside Nigerian military people, Nigerian army, in states like Niger, in Imo, Plateau, several other places. Now, within a short period after he made that statement at the presidential villa, Asari Bola Tinubu, the president of the country, until the Supreme Court says otherwise, reshuffled the security architecture and sacked the service chiefs. Okay? So perhaps that was why the military did not react immediately. And the new set of people were sworn in as service chiefs. Now he reiterated that same claim in a podcast that was hosted by Sheun Okumbale of the Channels Television. In his podcast that is called Mike On, where he reiterated that same claim he made when he was at the presidential villa. Now, for whatever reason, the military has chosen now to react. And the Nigerian army has said that it has no partnership with ex-militant leader Asari Dokubo or his security outfit. Now, the ex-militant leader, as I told you earlier on, had in an interview on a podcast anchored by Channels Television, Sheun Okumbale, claimed he had a military company engaged by the government to work alongside the military in some states of the Federation. And Asari Dokubo has said in that interview, I don't have an army, but I have a private company that was engaged by the Nigerian government, and I have been doing the work for the Nigerian state. Private military companies exist all over the world. We have Black Waters, we have Web, we have so many private military companies. So I have a private military company that is engaged by the government, and we are fighting side by side, note that word, side by side, with the Nigerian military in many places, like Niger, Plateau, Abia, Imo, and parts of River State. We are in Anambra. We are in Anambra too. We are doing a good job, and we are being commended by the host communities. Now, in the previous video I did talk about the fact that in many military operations across Nigeria, there have been allegations of violation of human rights. And I did ask whether the rule of engagement that was applicable to the Nigerian army was applicable to Asari Dokubo. Now, from the interview he granted, he claimed that the communities were commending them. It will be interesting for the Senate to constitute an investigation so that those communities that were commending them can come out in the open and tell Nigerians how were they able to differentiate the private army of Asari Dokubo from the army of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Were they wearing the same uniform of the Nigerian army, or they are operating on a mufti? On what conditions were they operating? I asked that question because already Amnesty International have documented cases of human rights abuse, killings, and disappearance of people. in some of these states that he mentioned that he operated, so that they can be thoroughly investigated. But good enough, the military has washed its hand off Asari Dokubo, that they did not have any contact with him, that they don't fight side by side with him. But Asari Dokubo has given detailed things that he found in the camps of the bandits, of the IPOBs and all these groups. So it will be interesting to find out who really recruited him, since the military has denied being part of his military exploit across the country. Who recruited him? Who gives him order? This is important because already private armies, the kind he's talking about, have been identified by United Nations as a danger to the international peace. And they have been known for violation of people's rights, for rapes, for killings that are unaccounted for. That is why the Senate need to investigate this matter, more so as the army has denied it, so that he can come and give his own side of his story in a public investigation by the Senate. Because we cannot continue to toy with the security of this country to the level where the Nigerian army is now claimed to be fighting alongside non-state actors like Asari Dokubo. Good enough, the army has denied it, but it shouldn't end at that. Now let us look at the response of the the director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Wachukwu. He said that the army had never conducted an operation in any part of the country in collaboration with Asari Dokubo's men. He said, going by that interview, Asari Dokubo claims he owns a private military company that was engaged by the government of Nigeria. The veracity of his claim can only be ascertained by the relevant agency statutorily mandated to license such outfits. However, it must be clarified that Nigerian Army is not in any form of partnership or collaborative fact with the ex-militants or whatever private company, private security outfit he claims to own. It is also expedient to place on record that contrary to his claims, the Nigerian Army has never conducted any operation jointly or side by side with Asari or the organization he represents in any of those areas he mentioned or in any theater of operations. Now, the issue remains that Army has cleared itself from any liability from what Asari Dokubo was claiming on public television and public podcast. But it shouldn't end there. Asari Dokubo needs to explain who recruited him, because he was talking with confidence about his recruitment and the exploit of his men in the theaters of operation across the country. And he's claiming a lot of credit that Nigerians had given to the army, rightfully so, because they are the ones authorized by law to provide security, to protect this country from external aggression. But since internal security had overwhelmed the police, the army had gotten involved in internal security. And this military have sacrificed men, women to these non-state actors killing Nigerians across the country. Then for an individual, a company, we don't know how many people were employed in that his company, to claim the credit for the successes of Nigerian army. I don't think that the Senate will do this country good without looking into it. The Senate ought to investigate this matter, because it is important to find out, was this Asari Dokubo's company registered with Corporate Affairs Commission? Was he registered with Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, which is one of the paramilitary organizations that register security companies? But the last time I checked, most of these security companies, they don't bear arms. Their men don't bear arms. There are many offices around Abuja and all over the country. Where you go, you see private security companies providing security. But most of them don't bear arms. So, who licensed Asari Dokubo's men to bear arms to go and face bandits, the airports, and all those they claim are violent non-state actors? So who licensed them? Could that explain the reason why Asari Dokubo was seen on viral video brandishing AK-47, and the people protested, written petitions, but nothing had been done about him? Perhaps he has a license to own AK-47. But this is a matter that any serious nation who is concerned about its security cannot sweep under the carpet. More so as the army has denied his claims. So who sent him on the errand of fighting Nigerian government wars in Imo, in Anambra, in Abia, in Rivers, in Plateau, in Niger, in Abuja Kaduna Express Road, and elsewhere? Who was the person who recruited him? Who pays him? Because Nigerian government cannot hire you and give you a contract without being paid. Who pays him? Is it the Central Bank of Nigeria that pays him? Who authorizes the Central Bank to pay him? It is an issue that should not be swept under the carpet. And Nigerians need to know the truth. Who recruited Asari Dokubo to fight on behalf of Nigeria, since Nigerian army has denied him? Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.